Potato Cat and welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Ace Academy. Previously, after waking up to Mayu, she ends up just wanting to study and that was cool. And then we go to our meeting with Aladi and we get dragged out of the building because some dick receptionist engineer person only to be saved by the CEO of the company, which was nice. And then we learned a little bit something about our dad's old company and maybe they have something to do with the murder, but we're not jumping to conclusions and getting our mind off of it. And now we're going to dance with Valerie, and that is where we left off. She hangs up and a few seconds later my phone buzzes with a text. I get changed into something more comfortable, which I can still move in, then drive to the address. And it's the arcade! Does everything take place in the arcade in this town? As I get close, I see a line of people waiting out front as a bouncer checks everyone's ID. This is not what I expected. Valerie stands right out front and waves me over.
Finally, you're here! I almost thought you weren't coming.
Her outfit's different! I really like when they do that, when they give the characters multiple outfits. I know it's not an important thing, but it is a nice little detail to see. Are we at a club?
Obviously. Where do you think people go dancing?
I thought you were talking about a dance class. Valerie laughs.
Nope.
I glance at the bouncer up ahead as he turns towards a couple of underage girls. How do you expect to get in?
With my ID, of course.
She pulls out her ID, which labels her as 20. Why did you get that? She smirks.
I have my ways.
You should be careful. It's better than my old fake. Let me take a closer look. Let's look at it a little better. She lets me see that. Let me see that. I snatch the ID out of Valerie's hand and bring it close to my face. Huh. This is actually very realistic. Valerie smirks.
Pretty good, right?
You might be able to get away with it.
May I have it back now?
I hand it over.
Thank you.
Aren't we going to get in line? Valerie laughs.
Who stands in line?
Normal people, Valerie. But I guess you are a supermodel, so it's different. She strides right up to the bouncer and flashes him an irresistible smile. Then she slips her ID into his hand. He grins appreciatively at her and waves her in, but stops me as I try to follow.
He's with me.
Valerie touches the bouncer's arm and gives him a sultry look.
It would make me really happy if you let him in too.
He sighs and checks my ID, then waves me in. Valerie winks as we slip past the bouncer and into the club. I squint in the dim bar as my heart pulses in time with the bass. The place has a decent crowd for this time of night. It's amusing me that we're like supposed to be in this hot club and this music is playing in the background. I migrate towards the bar and order a drink and something age appropriate for Valerie. She accepts the drink with an amused glint in her eyes.
Come on, let's dance.
She grabs my hands and pulls me to the dance floor. I pull back. Hey, I don't dance, remember? She pouts.
Are you really gonna make me dance alone?
You knew what you were getting into when you asked me to come.
Too bad. You don't get a choice.
She grabs my hand and pulls me onto the dance floor. Then she swings her hips in time to the beat and bounces in rhythm to the music. I sigh in defeat and begin tapping my toes. Once I feel more confident, for some reason I kept thinking comfortable, I joined Valerie in moving my hips.
I told you I'd get you to dance.
Yeah, she is very good at making us do things. You win. She smirks. Do what seems fun. Bust out the hip hop skills. Just rock back and forth. Chicken dance? No, we're not doing the chicken dance at a club. We'll just rock back and forth. Everyone knows the only way to dance in clubs is to just step from side to side. Valerie watches me and grins.
Ah, the good old sidestep.
Yeah. Yup.
Classic.
After dancing together for a while, I feel thirsty. Didn't we have a drink? I'm going to get another drink. You want anything? Okay, so we were able to drink our drink before Valerie thrusted us onto the dance floor to hope to be danced. Valerie shakes her head. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm assuming people are going to hit on her as soon as we leave.
I'll be here.
As I return to the bar and order a water, then chug it in one long gulp. Dancing is hard work. I feel like I'm getting a workout. As I go find Valerie, some random guy corners her.
What's a pretty thing like you doing in a place like this?
Valerie forces a smile, and steps away from him.
Sorry, but I have a boyfriend.
I'm just talking to you. That's not a crime, is it? How about I buy you a drink?
What a vulture. I step away for 1 minute. I stand behind the guy, about to say something, when Valerie glances at me and smirks. Then, she refocuses on the guy.
Just one drink?
That's right. Just one drink.
Okay. Surprise me.
As the guy heads to the bar, Valerie darts towards me and leads me away.
Come on, before he comes back.
I laugh as Valerie leads me to the far end of the club. We sit on a couple of free stools and rest.
What a creep, right?
Yeah. Nice strategy, telling him you have a boyfriend. Too bad it didn't work. Valerie gives me a strange look.
What do you mean, strategy?
Well, you don't have one, do you?
Of course I do.
She's joking, right? Valerie makes all kinds of jokes. But her face holds no hint of teasing smile. Wait, seriously? How come I'm only finding out about this now?
You never asked before.
It's nice that they're not all single forever just because I chose not to go out with them. If you have a boyfriend, then why did you invite me to clubbing instead of him? Valerie's teasing smirk appears.
To make him jealous.
Of course. I frown. Valerie,
I'm just kidding. No need to look so serious. I did invite him, but he's out of town.
how inconvenient. She pouts.
Aw, that sounds like you don't believe me. I'm hurt.
She pulls out her phone and shows me a text message string.
See for yourself.
The first text is from Valerie. Oh, since you won't be here, I'm going to go with Satsuma tonight. I miss you, XOXO. He replied, I miss you too. Be safe and have fun, but not too much fun. Smiley face. Oh, what a secure guy. I like him. Don't worry, it'll be real fun. The real fun won't start until you get back, smiley face. I've got a special treat for... Valerie snatches the phone out of my hands.
The rest is a private conversation.
Okay, I'm convinced. You're telling the truth. Valerie grins and stands.
Break's over, mister. Let's dance some more.
We dance until our feet grow tired. And we don't dance anymore. As we walk out of the club, Valerie leans into me to ease her aching feet. Valerie pauses and slips her heels off. She pulls out a pair of comfortable shoes from her bag. She seems overly prepared for this. How often does she go out dancing? I feel like it's also just common sense to do that. When we arrive at my bike, Valerie and I both climb on. After I drop Valerie off at Ace, I head home. Although tonight wasn't at all what I expected, I still end up having a good time. When I arrive home, Yuki is rummaging through the drawer in the living room. She glances at me and grins.
Oh, good, you're here. Where are your rubber bands?
Rubber
bands, I need them.
Why? She just smiles.
Do you know where they are?
Yeah, they're in the bathroom drawer. In the bottom of the drawer. Okay, I was like, bathroom. Bottom of the drawer of the table beneath the mirror. Yuki searches through the drawer and pulls out a rubber band.
Thanks!
I watch her curiously as she wanders into the kitchen. She ties the rubber band around the nozzle of a sprayer next to the faucet. Afterwards, she grabs Uncle Kaito. Oh no! She grabs Uncle Kaito's phone, which was lying unattended on the kitchen table. I peek over her shoulder and watch her change his lock screen to a screenshot of his home screen. Then she puts the phone back down. I follow her back into the living room, where she takes a seat on the couch and flips through a magazine as if nothing just happened. What's going on?
As soon as Kato comes out, I want you to block your number and call his phone.
Why?
Just do it. It'll be worth it.
I shrug and join her on the couch. If you say so. We didn't have to wait long before Kaito emerges from the back room. I do as Aunt Yuki asks and immediately call his phone. Yuki watches me closely as I do, then grins.
Kato, are you going into the kitchen? Do you mind getting me a glass of water?
No problem.
Thank you.
As soon as Kaito walks through the kitchen door, Yuki and I bolt off the couch and creep in the doorway to watch what unfolds. Kaito picks up an empty glass in one hand and his phone in the other. He puts the glass down beside the sink as he focuses on his phone, and he turns on the faucet, and the rubber band forces the water to spray out of the nozzle, and it catches Kaito all over his chest. That's an interesting way of putting it. He yelps in surprise and quickly shuts off the water, then tries to desperately swipe his phone. Aunt Yuki and I can't hold back our laughter and fall into a fit of giggles by the door. Uncle Kaito looks increasingly worried as he can't get his phone to work.
Yuki, this isn't funny. I think you damaged my phone.
She's too busy laughing to answer.
I need this for work. This is serious.
Finally, Yuki composes herself.
Relax, your phone is fine.
Clearly it's not. It's frozen.
No, it's not. Give it here.
She plucks the phone out of his hand and unlocks it. He furrows his brow in confusion.
I just changed your wallpaper. Funny, right?
I can't help but laugh at the expression on Kaito's face. He doesn't look like he's amused. It's relief plus irritation plus confusion rolled into one. My laugh makes Yuki want to laugh, although she tries her best to keep a straight face in front of Kaito.
Oh, Kato, your face.
She breaks down into a laughter. Soon, even Kaito cracks a smile at both of us.
One day, Yuki, you are going to give me a heart attack.
Don't say things like that.
Well, it's true if you keep doing things like that to him. I slowly compose myself and Kaito glances at me.
You were in on this too? I thought you were on my side.
Nah. Sorry, but Yuki's a fun one. She smiles and gives me a hug.
All right, fun one. Since this was all your fault to begin with, you should be the one to clean up the kitchen.
Fair enough.
Yuki goes to grab some towels while Uncle Kaito and I head into the living room. I should tell him about what I learned at Aladdin. See, it's like I like some fluff in this game, but I feel like it has a little too much fluff. Like, it was completely unnecessary. I kind of like want to talk about the serious parts, and then this whole other thing happens. Uncle Kaito, I need to tell you something. It involves my dad. His smile drops.
What is it?
Yesterday, during my match with Akira's team, Akira gear went into overdrive mode.
The same overdrive mode your core can do?
Yeah, I confronted Aladdin about it this afternoon, and they told me that Midori Energy was the one who supplied them with the technology. Uncle Kaido looks grave.
That was your father's company.
Exactly.
Was this technology a research project he was working on for the company?
I don't know. He never mentioned anything to me about it when we were building Eagle. When I discovered Eagle had this ability, I assumed it was something Dad had created just for me. But now I'm not so sure. Kaido nods.
I'll have the PI investigate Midori Energy and see if there are any connections.
Before I can respond, Aunt Yuki returns to the living room.
How about a little TV time with my two favorite boys?
I'm up for that.
Same here.
Is Nikki home?
Not yet.
She is such a busy bee. She can join us when she comes back.
We throw on a movie, and Uncle Kaido and Aunt Yuki add their own commentary to what's going on. Normally, it would be annoying, but I'm just happy to see that they're getting along well again. Eventually, Nikki comes home and snuggles between Kaito and Yuki on the couch. For the first time in a while, I feel like I'm part of a family again. It's not just Nikki and me anymore. Judging by Nikki's smiles, I think she feels the same way. We watch until the late hours in the night. Then I say my goodnights and go to bed. It's not long before I've drifted off to sleep. Because I kind of want to figure out what's going on with the core, and I feel like it's just dragging. My alarm wakes me, and I get out of bed feeling exhilarated. It's been a long time since I've gone paintballing, and I could use the distraction. I get ready for the day and eat a hearty breakfast. Can't skimp on the most important meal of the day. If I want to win. I hope Mayu is ready for me to get her. I better give her a call. She picks up almost immediately.
Hello.
Hey Mayu, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Her voice betrays her confidence. You okay?
Yeah, I just hope I'll be okay at it.
You'll be great. It takes some practice. Who cares? It's fun. Yeah, it's for fun. You don't have to be good at it. So what if you're bad? The point is to have fun.
Yeah, you're right.
So, are you ready for me to come pick you up?
Yes.
She sounds much more certain this time. Okay. Be there soon. After we hang up, I hop on my bike and head to Ace. Mayu waits for me outside her dorm and greets me with a smile. Once she's situated on my bike, we drive off. I went online last night and was surprised to find that there was a paintballing range in Isakaze. It's a few hours away, but didn't look like too bad of a drive. I pre-programmed the GPS coordinates into my helmet. So once we hit the road, it was a smooth ride to the range. We arrive at a wooded expanse. This scene looks familiar. So, it's at the spa place. There are trees stretching as far as the eye can see, and a cabin close to the parking lot. And that must be where the registration desk is. A good number of people exit the cabin and head towards the trees. That's encouraging. It means a better game for us. Maya seems intimidated by all of the people, so I throw a reassuring arm around her shoulders and squeeze gently. She glances up at me and smiles. Let's go inside and get our gear.
Okay.
Why does she sound like she's on the phone? We speak with the clerk and receive our suits, glasses, vests, paintball guns, and ammo. We've been placed on the blue team and will be fighting against the red team. Mayu looks wide-eyed at all the people, all the gear in her arms.
This seems way more intense than I thought.
It can be intense, but not as much as these items make it seem. After getting changed, we meet up with the rest of our team, with the exception of one other girl. Mayu is the only girl on the team. The rest are guys who look to be in their 20s. After introductions, we huddle to discuss plans.
So the objective for this game is to capture the other team's flag, which means they're also going to go for our flag.
Why is it the hot guy from the store? Also, I like that they actually changed her into a paintball outfit.
Have any of you played before?
There's a mixture of responses. It seems like most of the people on our team are newbies too.
That's fine. It's not hard to pick up. We'll need some people defending and others on offense.
Mayu leans into me.
Which side do you think we should be on?
With your sharpshooting experience, I think we could be huge benefit for the defensive team.
I can do that.
If we see the offensive side needs help, we can hop in then too. The team lead starts getting everyone's preferences and splits people up. Once everyone's been split up, we take a look at field. For the most part, we're all out in the open. We're all on open space with sparse tree cover, which means our flags have no cover either. That makes it hard for us to defend, but also easier for us to spot enemy advancement. Okay, well, we'll see how our paintball game goes in the next episode, if we can capture the flag or defend the flag or whatever. we're doing. I'm Tato Cat. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, head over home for morning, evening, afternoon.